And as I'm leaving, I go, "Oh, I own this place. I buy a lot of drinks here, so I think I own it. I'm dressed like a gay pirate." And then he just hit me in the face because I was going like this. "Oh, I'm a pirate. I'm a little gay pirate," with my arms down to the side.
Just no defense.
No defense.
Hell
Yep,
yeah.
we back.
Tune that, baby. Two niggas in the pod. We are here in the Creek in the Cave studio.
Live in action. I am one of your hosts, Jordan McDonald, the wonderful motherfucking unicorn.
I am your other host, Daniel West, and we're glad to be here with a special guest.
Wait, we forgot about Bad Man,
yeah.
Red Man, Producer Man, Irish Man, Potato Man of the Year.
Yo, what up?
It gets longer every episode.
It does.
Hell yeah.
Potato Man of the Year?
In about
Potato
like
Man.
2 weeks, it's going to be 30 nicknames.
I'm
It's
down.
going to be great. Hell
AKAs, like Jesus
AKAs,
and Mero.
yeah. But just for you, only for you. You're the only one that gets those. And we do have a special guest in the motherfucking building today.
Absolutely. The one and only, the White Buffalo himself.
Yo, thanks for having me, boys.
Brandon
Appreciate it.
Legendre.
Yes, exactly. That's perfect.
That's one
great.
way to do it.
I've been telling you, you've been practicing saying it.
Absolutely,
That was good,
bro.
Top notch.
Yeah, I like to baby oil myself up after I get out the shower, look at myself in the mirror and say that 10 times, and you actually appear on my shoulder. You're
Oh,
like,
that's cool.
Yeah,
I'm glad I can be a part of your shower routine,
thanks,
dog.
bro. Yeah,
Yo,
thanks,
he's like
bro.
that Shrek filter where it just kind of shows.
Yeah, saying your name is an enunciation exercise.
It definitely is. Yeah, it's a dumb name, but the only thing I ever got suggested was to change it to Brandon Legend, which is just the douchiest name possible.
Yeah.
It'd be fun. Imagine me coming up as Brandon Legend and then I'm just bombing on stage. That's pitiful. It's pathetic.
You'd be like, yeah, my uncle's John Legend.
Yeah.
I have a black uncle. He sings.
They might believe it, dude. They
No
might
big
believe
deal.
it.
Did your last name fuck you up when you were a kid? Like having
do
to
you
learn
mean?
to spell? You're like, this doesn't.
Yeah,
what?
well, my
R? Where the fuck's the R coming in?
It did take me a minute, like when I first, when you first learn to spell, and like the first thing you learn is your name. Brandon was easy. Legendre was not.
Yeah.
But also, like, my mom made me like memorize it. Like, we'd sit in the car and go through it. She'd make me sit in the car and do the 50 state song, the
Yeah.
Alabama, Alaska. So like she would.
I don't know that song.
Dude, it literally goes Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Connecticut, Colorado, Delaware, Georgia, Florida, Hawaii, Idaho,
Bars.
Illinois,
Nigga.
Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine. And it just goes through every state. And my mom would make me like turn the radio off and be like, sing the state song.
Wow.
And that's what we would do on drives to like the market and
She
shit.
was like
That's
Wayne
hilarious.
Brady in that Dave Chappelle episode.
yeah.
Sing the fucking state song, Brandon.
Your mom's like, Brandon, one day you're going to have to travel all those states, going to different breweries, performing with probably the devil.
Yeah. Yeah, she just cared about me. That was all it. That's all it ever was.
What's the
her.
craziest pronunciation you ever heard your last name?
Someone called I get this one weirdly a lot. This is not the craziest, but a lot of people think it's Legendre,
Legere.
which I just don't get.
People are stupid.
Where
That's
you're
why,
getting
because they're dumb.
Legendre, yes. Or one time someone brought me up as Brandon Legendre, which was
Legendre?
funny just to call it. That's not a crazy one.
I've
but
heard people say Legendre.
How
Yeah, 'cause it's-
That's how I
reasonable.
used to say it,
Yeah,
Legendre.
Because it's
a
spelled like
little more
Legendre,
reasonable.
right?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one I get. You're sounding it out. It's L-E, L-E-G-E-N-D-R-E.
My personal favorite way to pronounce your full name is brain dead lesbian.
Brain dead lesbian. Yeah, dude. I had beef with this girl in the OC scene when I first started. Like stupid beef. Like I did Galen's podcast and I was like, oh yeah, that girl, she sucks. She's a hack. And I said it and she would listen to like every comics podcast in the hopes that they were like talking shit on her.
And she was right.
Yeah, she was like
100% correct.
He's like this paranoid bitch. Yo, I don't think she's that paranoid.
No,
If
yeah,
you
she
are
was-
talking shit.
Yeah, she was spot on with it. But, I mean, this lady was the devil, and everyone in the scene hated her. So it was like a unanimous thing. But I said that, and she got all mad, and she came up to me and said some shit. And then we were at, like, an open mic that was, like, had, like, a show-type crowd. And I went up, like, third, and she went up probably 19th. And she was like, you guys remember that comedian Brandon? And everyone was like, no. We've seen 20 other open micers. No. And then she was like, oh, yeah, I think he's there, right there in that stupid black hat. Oh, right, that's his name. Brain dead lesbian.
Yes.
And everyone was like, what's happening right now? The crowd doesn't get it. And so she was like, yeah, what do you have to say? You said I bombed on a podcast. Tell me where I bombed. And I was just like, what? Because I don't know. And she goes, what? Oh, you're stuttering because you have too much brain damage from football, which you failed at. You failed. Failure. And the crowd is like, bro, what is happening right now? And then she just tried to go back into her set. And then we had like beef for a month. And then one day I just went up to her and I was like, hey, I'm so sorry for anything I've ever said to offend you. I hope I never offend you again. I hope one day we can grow as people and become cool. And she was just like, yeah, sure, we're cool now. And I just like defeated her with kindness.
That would be funny if she's like, where did I fucking bomb? You're like, right now.
That's what I wanted to say. I was like, it's right now. You
No, somebody else is like, here.
Get off the stage.
That is also hilarious. Like, she has basically conniption, and then she's like, so Tinder's weird, right? Tinder is so weird.
Yeah, did she try to do jokes after that, or
Bro,
was
I
the
was-
whole thing?
I was on Tinder at the airport, and
Well, just comic beef to me is just goofy as
It's
fuck.
so dumb.
It's so silly.
It's so like now when I talk shit on people on podcasts, I just don't use their names so I can deny it. Plausible deniability, baby. But back then I was like,
you do have a lot of hate in your heart, Brandon.
A little bit, yeah.
Some people sometimes.
It's weird though, because I have a lot of hate in my heart, but I think I also have a lot of love. It's just like.
But you say you think you're not sure of it.
I have
you're
a
not sure.
yeah.
You're like, I think I got it. I don't know.
I have like a finite amount of hate that is like very strong, and only certain people get it. But I also have a large amount of love for everyone in this room.
Absolutely.
But not for other people outside of this room. And it's just, there's nothing funner than getting together with the boys and being like, there's a real fucking piece of shit. And everyone agrees with you. That's better than killing on stage. I don't care what you say.
Dude, I've been seeing videos of people in public at restaurants, and they'll take a video of themselves listening to other people's conversation.
dude,
Yes.
that's
And they're like,
something now.
hey, whoever Kate such and such is, your friends are talking shit about you. And they're dissing like the whole gossip. I was like, that's such an invasion of talk shit privacy. Like,
Yeah.
That's so messy, and I love it.
Yeah, mind your own business.
Yeah.
But I will say the one thing I think that separates women and men is like women will do that shit behind your back. If we were talking shit about someone and then we saw someone else videotaping us, I'd be like, no, come here, we'll explain it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll tell.
yeah.
Oh no, it's so and so.
Because I feel like sometimes
You'll say that shit in front of them.
at least
Yeah.
at least with people that I'm around and myself, like if we're talking about somebody, it's usually true.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's
They,
not like
they usually know
it's
what
not
they
false
did
accusations.
if it's dudes.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's not false accusations and stuff.
Yeah, I'm not. That's the thing. If I hate you, I'll I'd never talk shit about you. I'd just be like, dude, Jordan did some crazy shit. And then if you were like, what'd you say about me? I'm like, yeah, you did some crazy shit when you did X, Y, Z. Like, I would say it. But if someone I hated was like, I heard you talking shit, I would just be like, yeah, man. Like, I don't. you heard right. I don't like you. What do you want to do now?
Yeah.
Where do we go from here?
Yeah, and plus like you're huge, and so it's like,
Yeah.
you? What are you going to do to me?
Bro, the funniest thing is when you see that happen in real life.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was out with a couple buddies, and one buddy hated the other fucking dude.
Yeah.
Right? And so the other dude walks up to him and he goes, hey, man, I feel like we don't really, like, get along really well. And, I really like you. I want to, like, make this relationship work. And the other one goes, yeah, no, I don't like you.
Oh,
And he goes, is there anything I can do to change that? And he goes, probably not.
I respect
That's
that.
honesty, though.
Yeah.
That's like,
It's being honest.
not everybody's gonna like you. There's too many people in the world for everybody to like
The
you.
problem is, though, if someone says that to me, my one goal in life now is to get them to like me. I need them to like me now. It becomes a problem. I'm like, but why? I can change your
Yeah.
mind. I can be the person you need me to be.
I don't be giving a fuck. I don't care if you like me or not.
Yeah, that's good, though.
Yeah.
It's a good mind. You know what I mean? Better than, I hate how much I care about what people think about me.
Yeah, because I'm like, the people that I know like me.
Yeah.
I like them back and I fuck with them. I don't need all these other likes. Fuck you, suck my dick. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to get better at it, but it's hard not to just be like, oh, I want you to like me.
Yeah.
And I can tell that you kind of don't. So, like, what do I got to do here?
That's because you grew up in a household of a family that loves you.
Yeah. It feels weird when someone doesn't reciprocate the love. I'm like, what the hell, dude?
Yeah.
I'm nice,
Yeah.
I swear.
It honestly made me uncomfortable how much love you have in your family. Yeah. It did, bro. I'm not. I
I'm
was
sorry,
like,
man.
I was like, yo, families like can really like love each other, nigga. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That was one of my first like real experiences seeing that.
It shook your world.
Shook
You were
my
like,
world
Damn, I didn't know.
completely.
That
You
was
guys
a thing.
fight with each other?
Oh yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like he got, we were on our best behavior because my parents were like, "There's 2 fucking new people staying at our house." Like,
Yeah.
behave.
Dog, my family doesn't give a fuck. Like there could be anybody
Yeah.
staying at the
Yeah.
house and they'll still like.
That's
just-
hilarious. He saw you hug your sister and he was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I mean, yeah, my parents are like stupid supportive, and like my whole family is amazingly supportive, which is very nice.
Yeah.
But I mean, also though, like you should ask Erica about this, my girlfriend, because she lived with me and my family like during the pandemic. You know, it was like quarantine. They were like, you got to pick a household. So she just like stayed with me and my family for like 2 months. And she got to see us and she was like, Jesus Christ, what is wrong with you? Because like, as much as we're nice, we'll have screaming matches at each other. Because like, if my sisters start yelling at my parents and I think it's unjustified, that makes me mad, or vice versa. I'm like the
You're on both sides.
the
You're both-
Illuminati of
Yo,
the
he's
family.
Judge Judy.
Yes,
Fucking
I
dinner
join
table.
whatever side I think is fair,
Yeah.
and it's always funny because like
He's like, which jersey am I putting on tonight?
yeah, and it's normally my mom's side, but when I leave my mom, I can see her and she's just like, "E2, Brandon, you fucking are betraying me." And it did, and the problem is like you said, I am a little bit angry, and if someone starts yelling, I start yelling. And then I'm a big like, oh, you want to get in an argument? I can yell louder than you, which is not.
Do you think your anger attributes to the size of human you are? You think just like bigger humans have just more anger? Just like
a little
something-
bit? I think football probably was
Oh, yeah.
like, I'm just smashing into people every play, and it's like kind of a cool mentality to have in football. Is like, I'm gonna kick your ass, and like, there's nothing you can do about it.
Also, all the CTE. I mean,
That too,
fucking
yeah.
riddled
Yeah,
with brain
yeah,
damage.
And sometimes I just look at my sister and she just looks like the bad guy from Transformers 2. And it's like, I gotta fuck you up right now.
Sometimes
That's
he hears
funny.
the hormone monster and his brain just rage, fucking rage.
That's
Yeah, dude, sometimes I hear
hilarious.
like a song, like some Denzel Curry comes on, and I'm like, what if I just incited a riot right now? Just gets me going.
I am the one that done my
Dude, we listened to that that song's crazy. On the way back from the Wonderful Unicorn extravaganza last night, we were like, let's play some 2015 bangers. And then we put that one on, and I was driving like 100 on
Yeah,
the way home.
yeah.
I was like, I can't die, dude. I'm the ultimate. No one can stop me.
Yeah, dude. I grew up in a family just like yours, where it was just like a lot of love and shit.
Yeah.
But like now, when either my brother, or my sister, or my mom have a beef, the rest of us just like play Switzerland. Like that ain't got shit to do with us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't bring me into it.
I'm
Just,
not-
that's between y'all. Y'all need to talk it through.
Yeah, I'm only jumping in if I think war crimes are being committed. I'm the Geneva Convention. Yeah.
No, dude, my family's the opposite. My family will throw in extra shit that has nothing to do with the argument.
Oh, that's awesome.
Hell yeah,
Like,
same.
yeah, like my brother will, take my sister, or my sister will take my brother's sweatshirt and be like, "What the fuck? Why'd you take my sweatshirt?" And then it causes a big argument. And then my mom's like, "Yeah, and you'll never be as tall as Jimmy." What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
My parents are a big like when they would discipline us and yell at us like kids, they were a big like yell at you, leave the room, and oh shit, I thought about some better points to yell at you. I'm gonna come back in. Like shit would de-escalate. You'd be like, all right, we're all sitting with our feelings, and she'd come in and be like, and that's another thing, and you'd be like, ah, fuck, and it would just,
She pulled like a stanza. She remembered
Uh-huh.
afterwards.
and it'd be like, it's not once or twice, it'd be like 5 or 6 times, like a 45-minute endeavor of coming back and forth where you're just like,
No,
oh
dude.
man.
My mom was a lecturer, so I would get
Oh,
in
shit.
trouble with something, and
Yeah.
then she'd be like, "Go to your room," and then like maybe an hour later, she'd come in and it'd
With a
be
PowerPoint
like
slide and shit.
Yeah, dude. Just this, that, this, the other thing. And she was all. My parents are also ministers, so
Okay,
they were
yeah.
used to like long like sermons and shit. So like,
Yeah.
She's yelling at you, "Can I get an amen?" Amen, mommy.
she would do this thing where she's like, I'm talking to you as mother right now, and then she'll like transition it. All right, this is the spiritual God version of me right now talking.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, this is weird dynamic to have.
Fuck, you were just staying out of trouble so you didn't have to go to church, basically. I could
And
take
still
this.
going to
Yeah,
church.
like I could take this cookie she said not to eat, but then I have to listen to an hour and a half sermon. Fuck,
Yeah,
guess I'll
honestly,
just
that's what it
wait.
was. It was like I don't want to sit through a lecture. So let
that's
me-
smart.
My mom would just scream at me
That's
and,
not
and
yeah.
cuss and say,
Hey, you know what?
really mean
You're
things.
pretty all right for someone who just got screamed at their whole life. You know?
"Oh no, I was like more than screamed at. But I wasn't hit or nothing, but it was a lot of yelling.
You weren't hit once?
Well, I got punched by my dad for being.
But like, the spankings count as getting hit?
My mom
today's
didn't,
age.
my mom didn't do spanking. She would get like a bamboo stick and.
Oh yeah,
So
that's
you were hit.
beating. Yeah.
No, well,
For sure.
well, I guess.
Bro, I was hit.
She hit you with bamboo.
Bro, there was one time I was too big for my mom to really hit me, so she just pushed me down the stairs. I was like, what the fuck?
God damn, dude.
Do you remember the
She tried to have an
moment?
abortion with you after the fact.
That's hilarious.
That
Do you
was-
remember when
Okay.
your parents like first started, like when you first were like too big to almost like discipline, and they all
Yeah.
that moment where they're like, "You fucking just don't do it again," and you were like, "Oh shit, I have the power." Did that
Yeah,
ever happen
yeah.
to you guys or no?
Yeah, my
Not
mom.
with my dad, but with my mom. Yeah, but my mom's country, so she was strong. But
Okay,
Yeah.
I guess I'm just huge because there was a point
you're
where me
just
and my
a
dad,
big ass human.
senior year, we got in like a physical altercation.
Yeah.
Like, and this was, I'm like about to go into college. I was actually in college. Never mind. It was my first year of college football. So I'm like big, beefy, strong. And me and him got into, I don't even know what, just some like disagreement. We're yelling at each other. And like for the first time ever, my dad just like shoved me. Like in a,
Oh,
like,
shit.
the fuck is your problem? And like something just snapped in me, and I was like, did you just fucking push your son? And he's like, yeah, I fucking pushed you. What are you gonna do about it? And I pushed him, and I was able to pick him up against the wall. And I said, do you feel like a big man pushing your son now? Dude, and I did like I'm screaming like, do you feel like a big man? Do you feel like a fucking big man? And but I'm also crying because like I'm
Yeah,
an emotional
exactly,
person.
yeah.
I'm like, do you feel like a big man? And then I dropped them down and I left and like went and stayed at this girl I was talking to's house.
What was he doing in that moment? Like, what was his reaction?
I don't remember, but after we leave, like I put him down. I'm like, fuck you. And then like we kind of storm off and I leave and we come back and he immediately is like, as soon as I get back, he's like, I'm so sorry. I should never put my hands on my son.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry. And then like there's a silence for a minute. He goes, I'm never fucking with you again, though. Because, yeah, he's
I
like,
bet, part of me was just like, my son's all grown up now.
yeah, that's what he said. He was like, it was a humbling moment. All of a sudden, I was like, oh shit, my son can beat my ass,
Yeah.
and there's nothing I can do about it.
Dude, I had a similar thing with my dad, but I was 13, so I was going through
shit.
puberty.
Yeah.
But he had throat cancer, like
Oh, damn.
stage 4. Got over it, but like he was
Hell
going
yeah.
through chemo. So he used to be this big 300-pound dude,
Mm-hmm.
and I was before puberty, so I was looking up to him. And then he goes through cancer as I'm going through puberty, so he's just shrinking. He was like 120 pounds at
Oh,
the end of it.
shit.
You were just stealing
And-
his life.
Yeah,
force.
exactly. And I'm like growing up, and then like we get into it because we were running late somewhere, and then he punches me in the mouth, and I look at him, I was like, I could destroy you right now. You're all fragile, and I just stormed out and walked away. I was like, I'm not gonna hurt you right now. But
Yeah.
I could, dude. I could fuck you up. But yeah.
I've been bigger than my dad for a long time, but my dad's a Jersey dude. So he's
Yeah.
all about, if I can't do it, I'm going to pay someone that can. So
Someone's
he,
gonna break your legs,
bro, no, literally, like one of his good buddies from high school ended up becoming my football coach in high school. So whenever I would get in trouble, rather than like hit me, he would just turn to my coach and be like, yo, put him against such and such. Who this dude is named Malachi Moore. He went to BC on a full ride scholarship. He was
Damn.
6'6", 260 pounds, and he would just beat my ass all practice, like mercilessly. And my dad's like, you gonna clean your fucking room now?
Yeah, at the end of the match, he's just like, your father says hello.
Yeah, literally.
I never got into any physical altercations with my dad. My dad is from New York and a Vietnam War vet. That nigga would. I wouldn't want him to have like a snapback flag
Yeah.
or something. Like now, all of a sudden, I'm this Vietnam Asian kid or Asian man or something. He's,
Your light skin
you know,
turns to
yeah,
yellow.
yeah. No, fuck that. No, I would die. No.
Yeah, you like walk out the front door, you just like fall through the front doormat into like some
Yeah.
spikes. Enemy's been captured.
He sets up a trap.
Yeah, you wake up
throws a
hanging
net over
upside
me.
down, dude. You're like, where am I?
He just marching back and forth.
You want to fuck with America?
His face is just painted red and green.
Yeah, no. But my dad's strong as shit too. So it was
Yeah.
because I've been punched by him. I'm like, oh no, I'm cool.
Did your fathers teach you how to fight?
Yeah. Well, my grandfather taught me how to box, and my dad taught me how to box.
My dad just taught me how to fight dirty. He goes, listen, you're never going to be the biggest guy in the room. So if someone's fucking with you, what you got to do is wait until you're close to a teacher and then headbutt him in the fucking head. And by the time he realizes it, the fight will be broken up anyway.
Yeah.
I'm like, Not a bad
That's
piece
bad
of advice. Yeah.
Just headbutting a human, that's insane, though.
Dude,
Like,
it's the move, right? This part of your head right into their nose
Yeah.
breaks. And they start gushing blood. And if you leave a fight gushing blood, you lost.
yeah,
It doesn't
Yeah,
matter if he
that's
beat
true.
your ass. If he's bleeding, he lost.
That's true.
Yeah, that's a fair. Unless you're in like the UFC,
Well, yeah.
and then
I'm going to headbutt him. Ref.
You imagine headbutt somebody and miss? That's so embarrassing.
yeah, that's well, because
Bro.
you might kiss him.
Yeah,
At
exactly.
that point.
Yeah.
That's a mistake.
Yo,
Yeah.
that's also a good way to end a fight.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, if I'm squaring up with someone and someone kissed me, I'd be like, I didn't know you felt that way about me, dog. Come here.
I'm hard.
Beef is done. Yeah.
I think a good way to end a fight would just to get completely butt naked. Like, you know?
Yeah, like if we squared up
You gonna
right
do
now and I
this?
was like, oh, you think you're going to fuck me up?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
fuck you up, dude. And I'd be like, whoa.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
First of all, you're bigger than me. Well, your way, you could win in this fight.
Oh, we're not doing this right now? Oh, shit, my bad.
Dude, if you were about to fight someone and you noticed that they just had a hard dick, you probably wouldn't do it either, right?
No, yeah, no.
Like, this guy is an animal.
Gets off.
Yeah.
It'd
What
make me laugh too hard, honestly. I'd be like, do you have a hard dick right now?
Fuck yeah, I do, man. I live for this shit.
What in this moment makes you horny right now?
Yeah.
Aggression.
That'd be sick. You're just like, every night you want to get rowdy. Your girl's like, look, I want to fuck tonight. Go out to the bar and you pick a fight with the biggest guy. You get bricked up and you come home to me, honey.
Yeah.
Why are we doing this? I want to fuck my wife tonight. Okay. Oh, that'd be
That'd
sweet,
be crazy.
dude.
That's hilarious.
I wrote down some white people questions to ask you.
Oh,
Cassie,
oh,
too.
hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I
What,
just got a story about white people that we can talk about later.
Oh, hell yeah.
Now
What,
it's time for our new segment, the Caucasian Questionnaire,
uh,
presented by Brandon LaShawn.
What does it mean when you call someone your slime? I've been calling my dog my slime a lot, and I'm worried that I'm like
Your
am
grandpa
I gang
dog?
banging?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Grandpa
my grandpa
dog?
baby dog. Yeah.
I'm sure that's a gang term.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So
That's
I
a Young
should
Thug
stop.
thing, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
I
I
think
think
it's
it's
a
in
blood.
reference
What's this thing?
to the Bloods. I think it's in
Oh,
Yeah, I think it's a
all right.
blood.
I'm gonna, cause I've been just like walking around my complex, being like, "Come on, my slime," and
Yeah.
then I mean,
well, it's Austin, so you're good.
yeah, I'm
but
not gonna get banged on by anybody, which is good.
I
not in your neighborhood.
have a joke
Yeah.
about that where I used to teach my white friends gang terms.
Oh
And,
yeah, that's a great.
Because
bit.
in college, you could ask them, I'd be like, yo, what's poppin', blood? And they'd be like, nothing, five. It was like, we just have certain terminology. And I was like, yeah, don't ever say this outside of here. 'Cause you will get fucked up.
Yeah, I accidentally, like, it was a thing on your mom's house, and I got Erica saying it a bunch, and we were both just like yelling it in public for a while. Was Suwoo?
Oh no, yeah.
Then I found out not to do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Someone was
Yeah.
like, one day someone was just respectfully like, hey, don't do that. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, okay. And they're like, you're gonna get jumped. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, all right, I'll stop walking down the streets
Yeah.
of Houston, going Suwoo.
Oh,
Yeah.
in Houston?
Yeah.
Someone steps to him and goes, "You're gonna step to the white buffalo right now?"
Are we doing this?
I'm just fully erect, ready to fight.
With your 5'4" white girlfriends.
Yeah. She's also she's on my shoulder like the Shrek thing we were talking about earlier. Like Yoda. What are colored greens?
Collard
green.
Nah,
What?
I know. I'm just like,
Oh, I was
I have
like-
nothing written down, by the way.
What are colored greens?
I told Erica I was going to ask you
Hilarious.
guys that, and she was like, do not ask them that. I go, I'm asking them that.
It's greens for colored people. That's
Yeah. I know what collard greens are.
Greens for colored girls.
I've never had them, but I know what they are.
You never had collard greens?
Yo.
Well,
they're
I've only
fucking
been
delicious.
offered them in like buffet style settings, and I'm like, this can't
No,
be
you
the
need to
first
have, like,
place.
the
that-
real-
Yeah.
Go to your black friend's mom's house.
During the holidays.
If they have a grandmother, go to their grandmother's house.
and just smell in the crock pot.
On a Sunday after church with
All right.
everybody around in that buffet style setting.
Okay.
That's the best.
I'm gonna
thing.
have
What's the better spread? Black people Christmas or black people Thanksgiving?
And what does that look like? I want to see if it's different than white people Christmas and
Oh,
Thanksgiving.
I think it's 100% different.
I'm sure. Like, all right. What's your
think-
Thanksgiving dish? Is,
I mean, we'll do like weird. We'll have the traditional turkey, ham, fucking
I think
macaroni,
black people
and
Christmas dinner is better.
Is
than
all
better?
that. But
Thanksgiving, yeah.
we'll also have like let's get some oxtails and random
I
shit.
don't. I've never had.
You
I don't
never
know
had
what an
oxtails?
oxtail looks like.
Dude, it's like it's.
I've never actually
I've
had
only
oxtail.
So
heard
good.
like all my roommates in college were always like, dude, oxtail. Like from Mississippi, they were like, that's the greatest shit. And I was like, what? I
Is it
didn't-
expensive?
Yep.
It's very expensive.
Because there's only one tail on an ox, and how much meat does an ox tail really?
Yeah, it's like, have you ever had turkey necks?
What's it called? Chitlins?
No, that's different. That's
No,
gizzards.
that's intestines. That's
Gibbers
pig
or something?
intestines.
Gillards?
Gizzards.
Gizzards. there you
Gizzards.
go.
That's definitely, turkey necks are like just turkey necks.
Just like a
of
turkey neck?
Yeah, and there's meat around the bone.
No.
And then it's,
See, things like
The
that,
bones
I
look
feel like
weird.
it's so much effort to eat it. I don't, like, when you're eating turkey, I like that I don't really have to worry about bones being in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That is true.
But like,
that's-
you get lobster, or you get like shrimp tails, or
With the bone is part of the fun because you get it and then you like suck the juice out and all that.
Oh, it's got
a
like
whole
bone marrow in
experience.
it?
Yeah.
Or no?
Yeah, but it's like the juices and the
That
whole
sounds
thing.
good.
You want to
I'm
make
in.
sure you get it.
Do you guys do?
There's always a black father just. Yeah, it's fucking wonderful.
Dude, fuck. Do you guys do deep fried turkey or regular turkey? We do the deep fried.
Yeah, we've done it
fried.
before.
That
yeah.
shit's
The fried turkey. is
way better
incredible.
than
so
regular
good.
turkey.
So fucking
Yeah.
good.
I don't really like, or I mean, at least just my family seemed to always have dry turkey until we switched to fried turkey, and that was the first time that I was like, oh, this isn't just a dry piece of shit. This rocks. Because we do Thanksgiving is like some turkey. We don't do ham. It's just turkey, and then it's like creamed corn. Fucking what's the raspberry? What's the like
Cranberry
sauce, stuffing, and then like Jello. That's like our
Jello?
I hate the
Oh,
Jello.
that's weird.
It's
Is that,
rainbow
is that
Jello
the dessert
too.
that you guys have?
Yes, and,
Y'all
and
got no sweet potatoes? You ain't-
pumpkin pie. Oh, there's no
Oh,
sweet
You don't
potato
got no
pie.
yams?
No sweet potatoes.
No,
Let me
no,
get you
yeah.
the yams.
We got mashed potatoes. My bad, mashed potatoes.
Mashed
but
potatoes
it's,
are good, but
they
no
do
sweet
it with
potatoes.
the.
Nigga, it's not
Wait
Thanksgiving.
a
without no
minute.
Sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes, yams,
Stuffing?
and then sweet potato pie. That's all.
Yeah.
None of those
Three
three
different
are
dishes.
involved whatsoever.
what about
in-
stuffing?
We have stuffing, but it's box stuffing. No one
The
makes homemade.
spicy shit? I like the spicy stuffing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
We do dressing.
Yeah, dressing.
turkey dressing, right?
It's-
Oh, when you
it's
put it,
just-
you shove it up the turkey's ass.
No.
No, dressing it can be stuffing, but
Yeah,
it's
it
like
can be
a
stuffing.
dish outside of the turkey. It's like cornbread mixed with a bunch of other different shit.
It's good as fuck.
And I don't really care. I don't like it because I don't like the texture of wet bread. But
Yeah.
Bro,
it's,
I love
I
some
love
dressing.
some wet
It's
bread,
not-
dude.
Have
it's
you ever
not
had a
terrible.
sibling bring like a white partner to Thanksgiving and then they bring a dish that bombs or not?
no.
No, but I love my older sister, but she can't really cook at all. And one year she was like, "Oh, I want to bring a dish," and me and my brother were like, "Oh, fuck, god damn it!" And she wanted to do the sweet potatoes. We were like, "All right." We made our mom make a separate pot of sweet potatoes and put it in the garage, in the fridge in the garage, and
Hell
keep
yeah.
it away from our sister so she didn't see. She would have been heartbroken. And nigga, she made some sweet potatoes and she put slices of orange on them, and I was like, "What the fuck
What?
are you
How do you
doing?"
fuck up sweet
And
potatoes?
she was like, "I found this recipe online." I was like, "Nigga, this is not sweet potatoes." And I bit that shit, and it was still hard. I was like, "The sweet potatoes aren't even cooked all the way
Whoa.
through." This is the worst sweet potato experience I've ever had.
She got it from whitepeoplemeat.com.
Yo,
That's-
something,
yeah,
bro.
what the hell?
on Thanksgiving, how many places do you guys just stay home or do you guys
We go to
other
my
places?
my grandparents' host, and it's
Okay.
one place. So we just kind of do nothing in the morning. Everyone does. We used to go play like a football game or some shit down at like the park behind us. Now we just chill, and then we have dinner at like 4, which is the worst fucking time in the world for dinner. I'm hungry after. I'm starving up till it. And yeah, we just go to my grandma's. There's a dining room table in the other room, and then there's the kids' table. And they offered to bump me and Eric up to the adult table, but the kids' table is the only table that has a view of the television. I'm watching football and basketball.
Yeah.
Fuck you, dog. What are you talking about?
Yeah, no, we ate at around like 2 because a lot of times we have church service, so we go to church.
Yeah, my
after
grandparents
church,
go
the
to
food would be
church.
ready.
Yeah.
And then we'd eat, and then we'd go like to like 7 different houses, like all our cousins,
shit.
our
That's a
mom's
lot.
friend, our
Fuck that.
our grandparents, and then
Yeah.
we get to one place in time for the game, watch
Yeah.
it, and then go to a different place. But like you got so much more food that way, and
That
it was
is
like
nice.
different.
Yeah.
yeah.
We know what we do is we'll do the one house like Brandon, watch the game, hang out, digest, and then around probably 11:30 we go to the mall for Black Friday.
That's
Dude.
all. Yeah.
I don't even want anything. I just like going to piss people off.
Yeah.
Like I'll see someone going to grab like a pair of Jordans and I'll grab it before them and then they're ready to fight. I'm like, I'm just kidding. Here you go.
I've only done
That's
the Black
evil.
Friday thing once.
Dude, it's so much fun. It's
I've
people
never done
watching
that.
galore, dude. I
Yeah.
mean, it's the
People
best
wa-
spot to people watch.
Honest to God, too, if you like put a few bucks away and go there with like $200, you can get like several new fits. Everything is on like stupid fucking sales. Stupid sales.
My sister used to, because my dad used to work as a security guard in downtown Houston, so they used the UT police as their security force.
Yeah.
And so he had a UT police jacket, but it just said police on the back. So my sister would take that jacket and like patrol the lines, and then when they let people in, she just would run in first and just go.
That's cool.
And yeah, this is like back in
genius.
the early Black Friday days.
How old was your sister?
How old is she?
How old was she then?
Like early, like late high school. So like
Oh,
maybe
okay. I was like, so there is a
18.
11-year-old security guard patrolling these streets.
Yeah, she was like 17, 18, 19, around that age. Yeah.
She's walking around with the baton just spinning around, whistling and shit.
They're like, man, they'll take anybody. At
When
this
I was a
point.
kid,
And,
like,
it
we
wasn't
used
as organized as it is today. Like
Yeah.
now they have certain sections taped off for certain things. Back then it was, if you get there first, it was yours.
Bro, that would be funny though to dress up in a costume and go to Black Friday, like EMT. Be like, I need to get this really quick. Someone's waiting.
And then they just see you leaving with like a PS5 and shit. Didn't help anyone.
You run in with the stretcher and shit. You like just put shit underneath the stretcher.
You wear scrubs.
What do you guys have on Christmas? Because my family, Christmas is way better. We do prime rib is the main dish, which is fire with like an au jus sauce, and that's always cooked way better than the turkey. And then again, cream corn, which I love cream corn.
Yeah, I think at Christmas we'll either do like another turkey or like gumbo or something like that. Just
that sounds so
yeah.
good.
Like I think
love
somebody
gumbo.
will usually have a big pot of gumbo and we'll go to their house.
You guys dress up for Christmas?
I don't even
What
celebrate
do you mean dress
Christmas.
up?
Like, do you wear nice clothes?
I mean, no. I mean, dude, you guys have seen me, how I dress on stage. That is the nicest I can dress and will dress. That's a nice outfit. If I put on one of my crisp graphic tees, you're getting the best fit I have. And that's like, this is one of my nicest shirts. I really dressed up for this spot on the top half. Yeah.
We just stay in pajamas all day.
That's
Fucking
sweet.
awesome.
That's how it. Why are like? Because that's what I hate. Everyone else in my family dresses really nice, like cardigans and dresses, and I'm like, bro, we're gonna go eat prime rib and watch football. Why are we dressing nice? Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
My family are like hipster Catholics, where they'll go to church every single Sunday except for Easter and Christmas because they're like, bro, that shit's packed as hell. We won't even get a good seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't really celebrate Christmas like that.
They're like, if we can't get a
anymore.
good seat, what's the fucking point?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna make you celebrate Christmas this year.
Yeah, I haven't celebrated Christmas in a long time.
I might be stuck here for Christmas, but I'm gonna invite you over and I'm gonna make you a little stocking and everything, dude. And you're gonna get a real white Christmas for once.
Hell yeah. Like the last time I celebrated was like I think I was 16 and 17, and then after that my parents were just like, yeah, nah, we're not doing this no more.
What do you want for Christmas, dog? Come sit on my lap and tell me what you want for
No.
Christmas. Come on. Don't be weird.
You have a couple of younger siblings, right?
I have one.
One?
Younger sibling, yeah.
Dude, when I turned 10, my dad started making me like put the presents under the tree with him
Yeah.
because he's like, you're too old for this shit. And you still got 5 younger siblings so we have to lie to. So I was out of it real early.
Damn.
But like also, did your parents wrap presents under the tree?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mine never wrapped the presents. They're like, that's a waste of money.
Yeah.
They just put the whole thing.
So I
under
was
there.
like, yeah, we have all these unwrapped presents. And I'm like, hey, why does Santa wrap everyone else's presents but not ours? And my mom's like, oh, I told him not to. It's a waste of money. I'm like, he has elves for that. He doesn't pay for supplies.
Yeah. Do you know how capitalism works, Mom? He has a great setup in the North Pole. He has a sweatshop labor factory churning out wrapped presents.
I know.
You're full of shit. Is Santa
Totally
real
full
or
of shit.
not?
I
Tell
like,
me.
I like finding people to just go hang out with on Christmas. That's what I
yeah.
usually do because everybody's usually like, yeah, come through and eat. And so I'll go to like 3 or 4 different people's spots, hang out and eat, and just
I would love to go to a dive bar on
judge
Christmas.
food. That would be that might be sad.
No,
Unless they're
that's
having a
what I want.
potluck.
I want like a sad dive bar where we're like, yo, we're all a little depressed and we're just gonna get fucking hammered today, and we're gonna yell at whatever TV movie is on.
And they usually have like some type of like potluck thing where they have the locals bring in the food at the sidebar.
They're like, our
on the
local
dive
drunk
bar.
brought Chex Mix,
Yeah.
and our bartender didn't finish her ravioli she had for lunch. so-
Exactly, dude. Like fucking
Excellent.
Christmas at sidebar. That's what I'm looking for.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, I can get punched in the face again at sidebar.
Did you get punched when Galen got punched?
No, I got punched on. So
He got punched by a pirate.
I got punched
He
by a
got
pirate.
punched by a nigga dressed like a pirate.
Yeah, he was
What?
dressed like a pirate.
Is that why you got the glasses on? You want to hide
no,
that shiner?
This is a while ago, so I don't have any black eye. All right, but we were at the bar. It was like me, Jordan, Brian, Dale, and then Erica, my girlfriend, was there, and she brought her friend. Her friend was in town visiting. Now her friend is a drunkard party animal. She's a stripper. She like is crazy. She's nice but crazy, like a problem, and just like a yes queen. I love that for you, slay. Like talks like that.
Whoa,
and
white?
White, or well, actually no, she's Asian.
Ooh.
She's Asian.
Weird.
She's
Didn't see that
Filipino,
coming.
like Mexican Asian.
Didn't see that
Filipino.
coming.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, Mexican Asian, very whitewashed though, like Orange County girl. And she came out, and we went out to a bar, and she was just like, I probably shouldn't say it. I want drugs, and I want a free drink. I'm gonna go find a guy to buy me a free drink. It's like, dude, she's a stripper. She has so much money. I get it though. Whatever, you want to feel wanted.
Yeah.
And the day before, she was a menace at the lake, like taking the bottle of tequila and being, we're like, stop. We need you to paddle back. Don't, and running away in the lake and like falling out of the boat like a menace. Like I had to take care of her. So I told Erica before this, I go, I will not be getting in a fight for your friend. Dude, like you gotta control her a little because she's gonna cause problems. So we get to this bar. She goes up to this guy, asks him for a free drink. He starts becoming a creep, gets the free drink, and they just walk away. And he follows back to the table. He's like, hey, I bought you a drink. Like, talk to me. And I'm like, I get the both sides. I get the guy being like, whoa, did you just use me for a free drink and being mad? But I also get her side being like, I don't owe you anything. And he starts kind of chirping at her and being rude. And Erica's drunk, and Erica's chirping at him. And we get, Dale's a homie. Dale comes up, dabs him up, and goes, hey, I'm going to take you to get a shot. Come take a shot with me, bro. We get him away. Shit's sweet. She's like, I'm not done with how he talked to me. And goes and gets the guy and brings him back. So they're again chirping at each other. And Erica goes, hey, stop talking to her like that. And he goes, shut the fuck up. And I go, hey, man, calm down. And then he goes, calm down. This is my fucking bar. I own this. I run this fucking, like he doesn't. But he's like, I'm here all the time.
Yeah.
This is my fucking place. And then, like I said, he was just like a pirate. And so we're all leaving because I'm like, dude, let's get out of here. And as I'm leaving, I go, oh, I own this place. I buy a lot of drinks here, so I think I own it. I'm dressed like a gay pirate. And then he just hit me in the face because I was going like this. Oh, I'm a pirate. I'm a little gay pirate with my arms down on the side.
Just no defense of.
No defense. And he hit me, but I think he like opened palms. It really didn't hurt.
The thing was, I was right there standing in front of it. When he hit you, you just ate it. It like didn't. It just. He just like stared
and
him down.
squared. He squared up, and I've been watching hockey that night, and the hockey players, one dude got in a fight, and he just started laughing, and I was like, that's so menacing. So he hit me, and I just started going. I went, and he was like, what the hell? I was like, you just hit me, bro. I didn't even feel it. It felt like a fucking kiss, you pussy. I was like, this guy hit me and I didn't feel it. What a fucking loser. And everyone in the bar was like, this guy's crazy, dude. And then I just laughed. Like, cause then I like, for a brief second, cause then he squared up and there was like 4 people squared up. But like Dale and Jordan and Brian had already kind of like gotten the girls out of there cause they were still like, what the fuck is your fucking problem? And so they were like, get away. So then I like, kind of squared up, but then I was like, oh, it's just me and Brad Brockman versus like 5 dudes. We're gonna get our ass beat, dude. And
Brad's gonna fuck 2 of them. He's gonna leave you for 3.
Yeah.
Brad, help me, and I just look over and he's just making like, fuck.
After he hit you, he just went yard.
Yar.
Yo, I wanna back up a little bit though. So
Yeah.
you said, she got him to buy her a drink,
Yes.
and then she's like, "Fuck you, I'm gonna hang out with my friends," and you're like,
Yeah.
"Well, I get it, He just bought her a drink, but she doesn't have to talk to him." I also feel like that's just girl logic that they've programmed into us. If anyone bought you a drink at the bar, you're gonna talk to him for at least 2 minutes.
Yes,
right?
that was the thing. They bought it and we're like, thank you, and then fucking deuced out.
Yeah, but like think about you in that situation. The girls aren't even
No.
there. Someone walks up, they're like, "Oh, Brandon, yo, your set was hilarious. Can I buy you a drink?" You're like, "Yeah, okay, I'm gonna be here for a couple minutes." Like
yeah. No, listen, I'm with you. That was like
you wouldn't like accept to be like, "Listen, I don't owe you a fucking thing," and then
But
turn
it's
around
also
and
it's
run away.
also a dive bar in downtown Austin.
You paid $3
on, like,
for that drink.
fucking Friday night.
No,
at
no, no. I
1
know.
a.m.
That's just the
Yeah,
difference. I feel
yeah.
like I
Well,
would not be
and-
able to just walk away. I would be
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I do owe this
Yeah, yeah,
guy."
yeah.
And I hate to defend the guy who punched me in the face, but like when he came up, like he was staying on the outskirts of the circle. He wasn't doing the like sitting next to her, arm around. He was kind of just like trying to holler, and like she was also like not 1,000% ignoring him. Like she would kind of respond, and then like I remember that he was kind of hitting on her, and then she was just like, "What's my name?" And he was like, "Cindy." And she was like, "Yeah, my name's not fucking Cindy. Get out of here." And then Erica was like, "Oh, you don't know her name? That's embarrassing." And that I could see him become flustered at this moment.
Yeah.
That was when he went from like, this guy's not really a problem, like you kind of tricked him, to like, all right, his ego's hurt. He's kind of being a cunt. He's lashing out.
Yeah.
But like, I was just more mad because like all that happened, and then like we left, and like she obviously felt bad and she started crying, and I was like, "Hey, look, I just got hit in the face because of the way you behaved. It was bullshit, but I am not mad. And if you want to make it up for me, buy me a drink at Barbarella's, because that's where we're headed." And I go, "And can we please forget about this and not let it ruin our night?" And then instead, she cried about it the rest of the night. And then me and Erica got in a fight about it. And it was a whole like 3-hour endeavor of bullshit, which I was just like, cool.
No, I totally see your point. And,
Yeah.
you know, I feel like you have to blame him, because how many fucking girls walk up to you in a bar and you can tell, oh, they're just going to use me for a drink?
Yeah, take a hint, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take a hint.
You're like, I'm dressed as a pirate. Maybe I'm not going to get some pussy tonight.
Yeah.
It wasn't Halloween, was it?
No, it wasn't Halloween. He was just like, he was literally wearing like the bandana over the head, like he had stage 4 cancer.
Yeah.
And he
Looks
was
like a
wearing like,
cleaning lady.
yes, and he was yeah. And he had like long frilly sleeves on with like the unbuttoned shirt. Like he was literally dressed like a pirate.
literally just like a pirate.
Because then like I went to the bouncer and I was like, "Hey man, we're leaving, so it's fine. You don't have to kick him out. But some dude in the back just punched me in the face. Are y'all gonna do anything about it? Like, where's security? Why was no one there?" And he was like, wait, you got hit in the face? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, "Tell me who, I'll kick him out."
And I was like, yeah, the nigga dressed like a pirate, bro.
yeah, I said, he looks, yeah. The gay pirate in the back. I said, you won't miss me. He goes, "A pirate?" And I go, "I promise me, you'll know what I'm talking about."
Hammered drunk.
Yeah.
He goes, "Hey, I just got in a fight with a fucking pirate in the back."
Oh, you got hit by a pirate? Did he hit you with the hook arm too?
He had everything but a parrot on his shoulder, dog.
Like, okay, Peter Pan, why don't you have a good night?
Yeah, he was also like, when my first interaction with that man was I walked in the dude's bathroom and he was just like in there. And I was like, "What's up?" And he's like, "Oh, you're good to use it, bro." And I was like, "This is a single-use restroom. What do you mean?" And he was like, "Oh, I'm just, do a little thing in the corner." And I was like, "No, like, get out." I'm pissing in here. There's one, like it's a toilet
Yeah.
and a sink. This is a one-person bathroom. And then he just did coke in the corner while I pissed.
It's like, "Yo, you got a heavy stream, dog."
Yeah, we should have been friends after that. I couldn't believe he punched me. I was like, "Dude, you basically saw my dick,
Yeah,
dude."
I thought we
I thought we
bonded
were
earlier.
friends. Yeah.
He's like, "You got a high iron diet, bro."
You guys ever gotten a fight in Austin? In Austin?
No, not Austin.
Dude, on St. Patrick's Day, my first year here, I'm in a bar, and this one dude is wearing lederhosen,
Ooh.
and he walks
What's
up.
lederhosen?
And, you know, like Oktoberfest. It's
Oh,
like
yeah,
those little
yeah.
boy
Like an
shorts.
Alpine shepherd boy.
Yeah.
Yodelay, yodelay,
So he's wearing
yodelay.
lederhosen, and everyone's still wearing masks at this point. And I'm drunk, pretty fucking drunk, and I'm like, "Hey man, lederhosen, what the fuck? Today's the day of the Irish, wrong Europeans." And he just stares at me with his fucking mask on. And I'm like, "Hey man, listen, I'm from Jersey. You can't shame me because I have no shame." And he just headbutts me in the fucking head. But I was so fucking drunk that, like, same thing. I just ate it. And I'm like, "What the fuck was that?" And then he still didn't say anything. And I could see in his eyes, he was like, "Fuck, that was my one move. I don't have anything else." I was like, "Yo, man, I don't want to get in a fight, and I definitely don't want to get kicked out of this bar. So how about you just fuck off and I'll stay here?" And he goes, "Okay." And he turns around and leaves.
That's so cool.
The weirdest fucking shit, bro.
What the fuck?
Dude,
I don't
yeah.
know if I would have the composure to do what both of y'all did there. I would have definitely hit the guy back.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, well, I would
have been fighting the dude leader.
Yeah, bro. I was flirting with this girl at the bar, and so I was like, I don't want to get kicked out.
Nah, bro, you guys headbutted and like Avatar bonded when your heads
Yeah.
connected, and you were just like, "We can't fight."
Well, because I was like, I know that I'm being a dick,
Yeah.
right? And I know that when I talk shit, I get hit. And it's happened before, and it'll happen again.
All right.
So if I get in a fight everywhere, all of a sudden now I can't go to the Blind Pig anymore. You know what I mean?
That is a place you would get headbutted at on 6. Is the
Dog.
Blind Pig.
I just like how fine you are with with that. You're like, yeah, I was being a dickhead.
Dude, I talk a lot of shit. In college, I went to this one. My buddy played on the football team at Monmouth, and we went to this Monmouth football party. And as I'm walking in, this one guy's getting carted out, basically. 2 football players are holding him up. He's covered in blood. I was like, what the fuck happened? And someone turned and he's like, yeah, dude, it's a fucking football party, and some kid not on the team shows up. It's like, fuck that. And I'm just like, yeah, fuck that. And so then I'm like talking to people, and the team's like, what, like 50 people. So,
Yeah.
you know, no one's really noticing. And these girls walk up, they're like, are you guys on the football team? And I'm like, yeah, I'm on the football team. I'm on the football team. They're like, really? What position are you? I'm like, kicker. And they're like, oh, okay, cool. And I was like, dude, I am not getting fucking murdered here tonight.
Damn.
Yeah,
Hell
that's
no.
wild. That's fucking insane for a football team to just be like, we're gonna beat up. Feels like more of a frat thing.
They were
Yeah.
very Friday. This was not the smartest school in the world.
That's fair. That was the thing though. Like at my
Behemoth?
school,
Monmouth.
Behemoth.
Yeah.
Where's
It's a
that?
Jersey school. It's on the beach.
Damn.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Everyone there is just partying.
There was this one dude on the team named Mike Basile. He was like the best player, but I didn't know that because I didn't watch any of their games. So I'm in the football party, and these girls are flirting with us. And then she's like, so you're on the team? I'm like, yeah. She goes, do you know Mike Basile? And I was like, no. She goes, how do you not know Mike Basile if you're on the fucking team? I was like, let me rephrase. Like, we're not really cool like that. Like, we kind of have a weird thing going on. So if you talk to him, just don't mention me to him. You know?
Good save, dude.
Yeah, they're like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Good save. Yeah, at my school it was like the fraternities didn't let the football players in, and the football
Really?
players didn't let the fraternity people.
Who was cooler?
I mean, we were not douche. I mean, that was a cool thing. Like the football team, if you were a cool frat guy, like we didn't care. But it was just like the second the frat knew you were a football player, it was like absolutely not. You are
Really?
not allowed in here because it was like you're gonna steal our girls or some
Oh,
shit. Like
that's
that was
true.
kind of the. There was one frat that let us in, and then I started a fight with the entire frat and got us all banned from it.
What would you start the fight from?
Oh, it was all my fault. It was 100%. All right, so I was just like so drunk, and this is a big reason why I never drink tequila. I always am like no, because it makes me. I fight people when I drink tequila. I don't know what it is. I just get the spirit of independence and revolution. Yeah. And like I was drinking just tequila like all night, and we went to this frat party, and I was just so fucked up. And Erica was so fucked up. She was so fucked up. She was like falling over, and she fell over. And like some nice dude was just like, holy shit, this girl fell over. And he was like picking her up and like dusting her off. And I walked up to him, and I was so drunk. I walked up to him, and I was like, hey, if you touch her again, I'll bite your fucking nose off.
Oh shit!
And he was like, what the fuck did you just say to me? I was like, I'll bite your fucking nose off. And he was like, you trying to go right now, bro? And then like 10 football players appeared behind me, and like 10 frat dudes appeared behind me. And we were like, come on, bro, let's fucking go. Like, let's fucking do this shit in there. And then like it kind of like they were able to get, like, it didn't go to blows, and everyone left. But then like we left and went to the apartment like right by there, and we all like were like, dude, let's go back there and fuck these guys up. Like we took our shirts off. We were like, dude, if you have your shirt on, they're gonna put it over your head. Fight dirty. We were like coming up with plans, and then finally like someone became just sober enough where they were like, this is a really bad idea. And everyone was like, yeah, dude, what if we just stayed here and drank? And so the frat banned us. We're not cool with them anymore.
Yo.
And it was like literally they asked what happened, and I was like, yep, all my fault. Sorry, boys.
Yeah. Y'all go back
That's
to the
hilarious.
party, and it's like the Beat It Michael Jackson video. You
Yeah.
tie your wrists together, you get knives out.
Yeah, dude. I do have some anger inside.
Yeah,
of me.
like
Not as much
obviously.
anymore, but I've
Yeah.
worked through it.
That's good.
But yeah, I
Yeah, you're
get-
such a sweetheart now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I genuinely I took mushrooms one time and was like, hey, you're like an asshole, and it makes people not like you, and you should stop. Because I was like also the guy that like you would be like, those shoes are red, and I'd be like, no, dude, they're like Rojo, like I know the specific color,
Yeah.
and
They're
like
crimson.
they're crimson red, and then I would be like, I'd rather argue and end our friendship to know that I'm right than just let this go. That was like who I was as a person for like the longest time, and then one day I took mushrooms and I was just like, you should stop that.
This message
Yeah.
is brought to you by psilocybin.
Yeah, shout out psilocybin, dude.
Yeah.
I lost my mind on mushrooms. It was scary.
That's the fun part. How
Yeah.
did you lose your mind? What was
I took them.
at what point were you like, I've lost my mind?
All right, I have like, all right, this is kind of an embarrassing story, but I'll tell it. I haven't told a lot of people this. So I took mushrooms in the mountains. I took 4 grams of mushrooms. which is a lot.
That's a lot.
It was up in Big Bear, so like higher elevation, thinner
Yeah.
blood, hits you harder. I didn't eat
Was
all
there snow?
snow. It's like probably like 30 degrees out. We get a cabin. It's like me, Erica, and like a bunch of my boys with some of their girls, some single dudes, and we take mushrooms. I do the tea. I don't eat all day. I do like the whole proper prep. Dude, so I take it. I start losing my mind like 20 minutes into it. I'm like, holy fuck. I'm like, instantly, I'm like, I just can't be around other people. So I'm like, hey, Erica, let's go up to our room. So we go in our room, and I made like a playlist. Like, let me see if I can find this playlist, because it was like it was like a playlist of like the most high drug songs that you could think of. You would be like, it would be like such a rookie thing. So it was like, okay, it was, here we go. Come As You Are by Nirvana, Rooster by Alice in Chains, While My Guitar Gently Weeps by the Beatles, California Dream in the Spanish remix, I Am the Walrus, Everlong by Foo Fighters, Sunflower by Sway Lee, like
This is a weird list.
yeah, just like trippy ass songs.
Yeah.
And so I threw this on, and like I remember like the beginning of Alice in Chains where the guitar's like doo like here comes the rooster, and I remember my eyes rolling into the back of my head, and I was like, bro, I'm so high. And then all of a sudden I was like, I'm freezing. Why can't I see my breath? And then I was like, I looked up, and I was on a World War II battlefield, and I was shot, and I was dying on the ground, and I was like, oh, I'm dying. Oh fuck, I'm dying, fuck. And then I like started to fade out of consciousness, and then I was like in the woods, and it was like the 1300s, and I was like, where am I? Like I'm in like I'm in Europe or something, like, and I was living and dying in all these different lives, like fading in and out of consciousness. And I came out of it, and bro, it was like 2 songs later. So it had been like 15 minutes maybe, like not even like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And I came out of this trip, and I was just like holding on to Erica's leg, and like she was also like just giggling to herself, like out of her mind.
She's like, my boyfriend's
Yeah.
retarded.
Yeah, you woke up shot in World War II. We're just like, medic!
Medic! And like I woke up, and I remember like coming out of it and like looking at her, and I was like, you are the greatest thing in my life. Like I can't lose you. I need you. You're the greatest thing ever. And then I looked down, and I came all in my pants.
Bro.
I tripped so hard. I came everywhere, bro. Like I woke up, and I was just like, yeah, I was like, did I piss myself? And I was like, no, that's 100% a nut. Fuck, bro. I was that high, dude. I lost my mind. I was like, I got so high that I was like so infatuated with how amazing Erica was that I just came in my pants.
Oh my god.
And that was like, you've heard the joke about like I was like, I have to have kids with her. My whole life has to be around her. Like I need to start a family. Like I had this insane, and then like it took like, that was like the insane part of the trip. But then I was like high out of my mind for like 5 more hours after that.
Yeah.
I went out in the snow, and there was this rock formation that I was so convinced looked like a dragon. Like, you know, like Mushu and Mulan is like a dragon, and they comes to life. And I brought everyone from the cabin to look at it, and everyone was like, oh, that's cool. And like that was like the first sobering moment where I was like, oh man, no one sees this, and I look like a fucking idiot. And dude, I just like, it was like, it was crazy. Like the come down, I couldn't stop. I was like, it was like I was on coke, bro. Like I was cornering people and just being like, man, I love you so much. And like, I would sit and talk to them for like 20 minutes straight without them getting in a word. And like, everyone I saw, I was just like, you mean the world to me. I love you. And like, yeah, I remember I sat Erica down, and I was like, I have to change all these things about me. Like, write it down. I got to fix them. And I wrote down like all these things. And like, it was great. Like I felt, it wasn't
That's
like
incredible.
Scary at all. It was just like alarming.
Yeah.
Erica, write down all these things I need to change. Number 1, my pants.
Yeah, dude, the coming in the pants thing was the craziest part. And I don't tell a lot of people that, because like, it's kind of embarrassing, I guess. But it's like, also no one's ever like, I've never had anyone else be like, that's fine, yeah. I've never had anyone be like, oh yeah, me too.
Exactly.
It's just always an alarming like, damn, bro.
Well, it just comes so out of left field. Like I didn't see it coming
Hey,
at all.
bro, you think you were surprised? You know how confused I was?
Did you have an orgasm?
No, so that's like, dude, you gotta understand, like, the whole time like Alice in Chains is playing, I am like dying in World War II. I'm having flashbacks to me arguing with people and being like, dude, you can't be like that anymore. I'm thinking about how like that was the first moment that I was like, Erica's like my forever. There's no one else in this world. Like I'm thinking like the one thing you need to do in this life is not let her go. But then again, I'm also like you said, medic. Like it was just so insane that when I came out of it, I had no recollection of that. But I knew what come is like.
Yeah.
I was just like, whoa, this is fucking insane.
It's a
Dude.
good thing you were like in your room.
No, that's what I'm saying. Imagine if I was just on the couch like.
Yo, there was a sober person like, yo, look at Brandon. He's over there gyrating.
Yo, Brandon's coming. Someone get a video. Like it was really good that I went and left alone because like no one. Because then after I came out of that, like me and Erica were like still so high. We just like held each other for like an hour and we're like, so what did you see? And we were like talking about things in our relationship. It was great. Like it was fantastic. But like I don't think I've taken more than like a microdose since, and I don't know if I need to now.
Feel that, yeah.
I don't like. I felt like I changed for like. I feel like people do mushrooms to like better themselves. There's like one way people do it.
I just do it to watch movies.
Of course, yes, yeah.
It's a better way to watch movies.
Concerts and movies. It's a great time.
That's another way. But like, if you're doing it on a spiritual way, I feel like almost I can only have like a negative like becoming now because I had such like a positive one in a sense. But I have like microdose sense, and I like doing that. Like I like getting just a little high, but I'm like, I don't need to die in a war again. I don't need to get like that high.
My worst ever mushroom trip, I was like getting super paranoid because I thought I was in the Matrix, and then I realized like I'll never feel. You know how like when you're a kid and you think of home. I'm like, I'm an adult now. I'll never feel that way about home ever again. And I'm like, I'll never have a home again. And I'm like, but I thought that my apartment was home. And it's like, it's sad and lonely. It's just
Shit.
And I'm like, fuck. And I'm like by myself. It was terrifying.
That's my biggest fear is like, because I think about like mushrooms changed me as a person. They in a good way. But that also means they could have changed me in a horrible way.
I feel
like I'm
acid does.
impressionable enough.
I honestly feel like it just depends on your surroundings, your situation at the time. Like you did the good thing of like getting out and going into your room, but like had you stayed in that area, it might have been like a negative.
It would have been
effect.
worse, yeah. And I meditated before, and I did like all the prep stuff, and
so you did like the actual
journey,
ceremonial.
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Okay.
Because someone just told me it was only like my third time doing mushrooms, and like. Taking a really like the first two times were like, oh god, I don't want to take too much, and this time was like, let's see where the fuck we go. Yeah. It was like I really enjoyed it, and I just don't know if I'll ever do that much mushrooms again.
Camping and doing mushrooms is a great time.
I'm sure. Yeah, I've never.
It's a wonderful time.
Because that was the fun part. Like once I became like not coming in my pants high, I was able to like new thing I want to start getting on. How high? I'm so high. I'm coming my pants high.
Dude, didn't you guys go get take mushrooms and go to the Barbie movie?
The most depressing.
It's a good thing you didn't come in your pants in the theater.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That's a rough. The start of that movie is like existential crisis.
Yeah, bro. I remember sitting in there and I was high out of my brain. And when she's like, y'all ever think about dying? And she has the whole death thing. I was in there and I was like, oh shit, nigga, am I dying?
Yeah.
Like, oh, fuck. Damn, did I bring Daniel to his deathbed too? Like, fuck, we're about to die in this
all
fucking
I
movie
was thinking
theater.
about was death that whole movie.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, how am I going to die?
I remember at one point in my brain, I thought about leaning over and being like, all right, nigga, I got to leave. But I was like, no, Jordan, it's okay. You can make it through. Yeah.
And it was an empty theater. It was like one of the
It was
first
like,
times, so it made it
5
even
other
worse.
people. And we all had the children's $7 snack pack and shit.
No, fuck.
It was me, Daniel. I remember this old Hispanic lady was down at the front. And then I think there was like two people, like two like white dudes like over there. Yeah. So it was like a small theater and we were all in these recliners. Like I thought everybody was just high. I'm like, yeah, everybody's just high in this bitch. And I was like, damn, bro, I may need to leave this shit. This is a lot.
I microdosed like enough to where I was like it felt like I took a crazy edible, but I not like visual or anything, but just like holy fuck, I'm high at Disneyland. and that was sick. Cause that shit,
Is it really the happiest place on earth?
bro. And you got like
You've
not
never been?
only
Hey, no, I've been, but not on
it's
mushrooms.
happy and bro. Not only that, you know I'm a huge Star Wars guy. Love Star Wars. I take them, and at about like the 40-minute mark, which is like right when they start to hit, I am starting the chain lift of Space Mountain, where there's lights. It's going 10, no, 9, 8, and like there's a photo. It'll take me a minute to find it, but there's like a photo of me on. They take it the ride, and everyone's like smiling, and I'm just like I look like I've seen God, bro. It was and it was so fun because then like I wasn't too high. We just got off, and all of a sudden like every ride was fun, and like I went to Disneyland as a kid, so I'm like remembering nostalgia, and like I'm having a good time. I know I'm not high enough to where I'm like scaring. Only I know I'm high, and people that I would be like I'm high, like no
That's the beauty of
parent.
being high.
Yeah,
You are good at hiding it.
yeah. Well, because I don't like being like I hate, dude. Like if you're a non-stoner and you're listening to this, stop walking up to someone who's high and telling them how high they look.
Yeah.
It fucking sucks. You're blowing my high. Because now I'm like, am I standing with my mouth open? Do I look like a jackass? Like, am I embarrassing myself? This isn't fun anymore. Like, leave me alone. I hate, because I get crazy red eyes when I'm high, and people just love to be like, look at your eyes. And then I'm like, well, now I'm afraid of eye contact. And now I'm looking at the floor, and now I look even more sketch because I'm just like, yeah, Jordan, so like you ever come while you have mushrooms? And people are like, ew,
That's why
man.
I keep the shades on.
One thing I never realized before I started smoking was like the smell of weed and like how much it disturbs people. Because me and my brother would get high and go grocery shopping. It was the best thing ever.
I love that.
And then
American pastime.
yeah, and then like the workers and people were just like, oh, you guys.
Yeah. Do you guys not remember as a kid being like, what the fuck is that smell, and who is
Yeah.
that?
Dude,
and you could see your mom being like, it's that delinquent. And I'm like, fuck, that's me.
That's me now.
Yeah,
No.
that's now, dude.
Yeah. Fuck them kids, dude.
Last Friday, I ate mushrooms when saw Tenacious D in concert.
Oh, that must have been so good.
Oh,
I miss
yeah.
that shit, dude.
I was
won't be
like, they could bring the world together. This could cause world peace.
I want Jack Black to be my dad, dude.
Jack Black looked like a rock and roll wizard up there. His beard is all crazy long and his hair is all long. It was dope.
I think Jack Black might be like the fat dude king.
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
He's
he's
the
like,
Messiah.
he's also never been a fat guy, because like, he's not been a fat guy that's gotten skinny, because I feel like for a while it was Jonah Hill, and then he got skinny, and
Yeah.
then now he's an asshole. So like, or like he's portrayed as an asshole.
Yeah.
So it's like, he's not the king. R.I.P. Chris Farley, maybe OG
Yeah.
fat king.
But like Jack Black doesn't really do things that
He's never
make
offended
him-
anyone.
Like Jack Black doesn't do things in movies that make him the fat guy.
He's just funny.
He's just fucking funny.
Yeah, there's not a lot of fat, like, because like Zach Galifianakis is great, but it's a lot of like, he's fat.
Yeah.
Where like, and he's also not like, I wouldn't say, he's like chubby, but he's not like fat.
He's got a beer belly.
Yeah, like Jack Black is fat. Like
Yeah.
Chris Farley was fat. Like there's you're stealing valor.
Yeah.
Jack
Still
Black
a
also
guy.
fell off for a while and had a hard comeback.
Yeah.
You know
Did
what
he
I mean?
fall off?
I mean, not like fall
I
off.
feel
He
like,
just like
after Nacho Libre, it was a good 7 years before I heard anything from him.
Well, maybe.
I gotta look up his.
He was doing like that
IMDb.
Bernie movie. He was doing the
Yeah.
What was the
Polka
the
King,
giant one?
I felt like he was just doing like
shit
bit,
that no one really watched.
doing like bit roles and shit, and
Yeah.
probably around like Tropic Thunder is where.
Yeah, he
people
goes.
really
I like him
started.
in Jumanji. He's great
Yeah.
in Jumanji. He's like coming off coke.
He's the best part.
yeah,
in-
he's
in
hilarious.
Jumanji.
Oh no, that's
No, he's not
Tropic
That's
coming
Thunder.
off
Tropic
Yeah,
the
that's
coke. I was
Tropic
like,
Thunder.
yo, what?
I was like, wait, wrong
Imagine
movie,
Jack
wrong
Black
movie.
coming off coke in Jumanji.
All right, so what movie did we say he fell off on? Because I'm
After
looking
After
at
Nacho
years.
Libre,
Okay, so let me go down. God, he's done so many things. This is, okay, so do you know what year Nacho Libre
I
probably
think
was?
2006.
06.
Okay, so let's go. Okay, I'm trying to find it. He just literally has so many. Okay, Nacho Libre 06. After that, like, I mean, it's a lot of like what's Margot at the wedding?
Yeah,
He's in he's a small role in the Dewey Cox story. He's Paul McCartney. But then I will say 08 goes, it's only 2 years, goes Kung Fu Panda, Tropic Thunder, same year, which are two like great movies.
Mm-hmm.
And then year one is 09.
that's a good one.
Fantastic
Year one is
movie.
Yeah.
underrated, bro.
With
20,
Sarah.
2010 is Gulliver's Travels. That's the one where he's a
Where he's the
giant. That's the
giant,
one I was
yeah.
talking about. Not the greatest movie. But then 11 comes back with Kung Fu Panda 2. Bernie in 11 also.
No, I don't think Jack Black ever had like
No,
a
he never
little
fell
fall
off.
I mean,
No,
yeah,
man.
like 2012. I mean, I guess I don't recognize anything in 2012.
And then all the stuff they're doing with Tenacious D, they've been touring for years and stuff too.
Yeah, 2014. I mean, I get like I will say he's not in like a lot of popular movies. Like he's in the Sex Tape, but he's like an uncredited role, and then it's like a bunch of music videos. He was in a Weird Al music video, and then he's like in Workaholics. He plays Adam DeMamp's dad, or he's his brother dad in it, and then.
Jack Black seems like he can just work how he wants.
Yeah,
to
like
work.
I will say you are right. He kind of just like he just stopped doing roles. Like in 2015, he does like Return of the Jedi, a bad lip reading. The Empire Strikes Back, a bad lip reading. He voices someone in Goosebumps, and then nothing for the rest of that year. And then Kung Fu Panda 3, he's in the Polka King.
Yeah.
In 17, and then Jumanji. Yeah, I mean. I get what you mean. He did go from being
He was like the guy.
the guy
Yeah.
to like a smaller, but I think he did it better. And instead of like being the guy, like because Adam Sandler did this, where like
I mean, Jim Carrey used to be the guy.
and then all of a sudden they're doing Jack and Jill and Grown Ups too, and you're like and then they
Yeah.
fall off and then they come back with Uncut Gems. He just kind of like tapered off and waited for the role. Like he didn't have a fall off. He just had like a chill moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's not like he's terrible in any of those movies.
Yeah, he's
Where you
back
can
again like he
say
never left.
Adam Sandler's not the best in Jack and Jill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And he's in it twice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
every time you see Jack Black in something too, you usually enjoy it.
You
Or
can't.
I do
Yeah,
at least.
Schoolhouse, School Rock,
School of Rock.
Yeah,
one of the best movies
yeah.
ever. Yeah.
Fucking love that movie.
We're over an hour.
Yeah. Hell yeah. You have anything you want to plug? Any shows,
Uh,
podcasts?
yeah.
You do many things.
I do. Follow me on Instagram at @BrandonLejeune_. You can find my name on my spelling on the episode. I post all my dates there. If you're in Austin, every Wednesday at Rocky's Piano Bar in Round Rock. Every Thursday here at the Creek and Cave, 10 p.m. Creek Cave Live. Other than that, follow me. Post all my dates on there. Your Last Resort podcast is my pod. We do Would You Rathers. You guys want to do a quick Would You Rather before we end
that's
it?
me.
Yeah, why
Would you
not?
rather have to object every wedding you attend or take a funeral selfie, a casket selfie at every funeral you attend?
Ooh.
This is a tough one. I've been asking this on every pod
Taking
I
a
do.
selfie. I'm not objecting people's love.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah.
that. I'll get beat up at a wedding. But
The
it's like,
selfie one, you could maybe
"Yeah,
get away
you were a
with.
good nigga. Yeah.
You could get away with that.
If
The
you own
objection
it,
one-
if you're just like, dude, I loved him. I want social media, and I have friends who love him. They want to see him. You could kind of get away with it. The objecting a wedding's hard, bro.
Yeah.
Because you go, I object.
Because then
and
everybody's like,
That's-
what the fuck?
Yeah.
then they're
That's
like,
a
no.
head turner.
And you're like, okay. And then you just sit back down.
Yeah.
You go. You're gonna dance to shout. You're gonna dance to the electric slide.
Yeah.
You're gonna hang out at this wedding after.
I object. The groom has high waters on.
Yeah. Here's the thing too. You're getting married this weekend.
Yeah.
I know you're doing it at the courthouse. It's not the traditional ceremony.
Yo, that's
I'm
my
not,
dream.
No one's getting asked. No, I'm not asking people to. Does anyone have an objection? Suck my dick. I
Yeah.
don't care
Yeah, dude,
what you think.
we wrote the whole ceremony, and I was like, cut. You know,
Yeah.
like, we're not doing any of that shit.
Yeah, fuck all
Dude,
that.
that is my dream. I told my girl, I was like, I just want to go to the courthouse, have a big party, and then with friends and family, and that's it. I
Yeah.
don't want to spend money on a fucking ceremony.
Yeah.
No, 100%.
And
I want to
like,
elope and then 5 years later tell people that I got married.
That's kind
There
of
you
cool.
go.
And you'd be like, wait, you've been married for 5
Have
years?
you met my wife, Kiki Palmer?
Yeah.
Oh shit! What's up? Nice to meet you.
Yo, I got a would you rather for you guys. I feel like you've definitely heard this one. This is
Yeah.
my favorite of all time. Your girl and your mom switch bodies, Freaky Friday situation. The only
They
way
switch,
you can
like brains and...
yeah. Only way you can switch them back is by having sex with one of them. Which one do you do? Fuck your mom's body with your girl's mind, or your girl's body with your mom's mind?
it's an evil.
It's an evil question.
Evil question.
I know.
You have to go. There's not a good answer. So
There's
before
You gotta
Before
fuck
you-
your girl.
before-
you gotta fuck
yeah.
your girl's body.
That's the wrong answer.
You gotta
I don't know.
No, you gotta blindfold yourself. And
no,
be
but
like,
then when they transfer back
But your
and you're
mom's
sitting at
mind
dinner,
still
your
was
mom is
there.
like,
Yeah.
she's like, damn, remember when you?
all right, so you're just
tore
gonna
me
go
up?
clap your mom's cheeks?
Yeah, but
No,
clapping
because
your
look,
mom's-
there's not. That's what I said. There's not a good answer, but the correct one is like, look, it's gonna suck. You don't want to bang your mom. You don't want to look at your mom's body. It's gonna be hard. But at least like the emotional turmoil is like to
Yeah.
you and your girlfriend, and then like your mom doesn't know about it, and for you it sucks. But if you do it the other way,
Nah,
when you and
bro,
your
'cause
mom
it-
sit down, she's like, you got moves. That was crazy, and you're just sitting there.
No, no, no.
I probably would never talk to my mom again.
Yeah, this
No,
is-
because then like if you do like mom's body, girl's mind, and then once they switch back, your girl's gonna be like, So who felt better? And I'm like, I'm not dealing with that. This is
No,
crazy.
I'm gonna
See,
answer. I'm
that's
gonna be
why
like,
the- Yeah, why
you,
would
not
she ask
my
that
mom.
See, that's why the answer is you just have to find a new mom and a new girl.
Yeah,
Give
yeah.
up on those two. They're done.
Yeah, family's not forever, dog. You can get a new
Because if we do the situation, we're not talking about this anymore.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Ever. Like,
Yeah.
Don't ask me who was better.
Which person do I care least about having in my life is how you gotta
Yeah.
answer this. But you probably gotta get rid of both, like you said.
Yeah.
That's a hard one.
You just break up right
just-
then.
you
You know
just-
we're done. We're done. You leave.
You just run away from the situation.
Y'all figure it out. Y'all figure it out.
Yo, fuck all that.
Ask dad.
Would you rather have to watch your parents' sex tape of the night you were conceived once a year on your birthday for the rest of your life, or join in on them once to end it forever?
Oh, I'll watch that shit.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
well,
At least I'm going to also be celebrating the Rockets championship. So.
Yeah. Y'all watch it once
Yo,
a year.
move over. I'm trying to watch the TV.
Yeah.
I'm getting blackout drunk,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we're getting through this.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
getting,
gonna invite all the
I'm getting a
homies.
carton of Marlboros and just chain smoking as I watch this.
I'm inviting all the homies. We're getting wings and beer. I'm like, yo, nigga, watch. My dad's about to nut in 3, 2, yeah.
I'm walking off the pod on
Yeah.
that one. We're done. That's
A
disgusting.
God was born. A God was born.
Yo, that's me right there.
Me. That's me. You see them little niggas dripping out? I was the fastest one. Yeah.
Jordan just has his X-ray zoom in. His little sperm going through it.
My sperm has an afro.
You're cheering. You're
Your sperm's
disgusting.
running like your dad on that horse. Just
Has an afro and a frilly jacket.
Dog. Yo, great pod, man.
That was fun.
This has been Two Nap.
Two niggas in a pod.
Greatest podcast in the motherfucking world.
And we are here in the Creek and Cave studio saying peace. I am one of your hosts, Daniel West. You can find me at Sir D West. Post all my clips and dates and stuff, so check me out.
I am your other host, Jordan McDonald, the wonderful motherfucking unicorn. Follow me on Instagram at Jordan the Unicorn, JordanTheUnixorn. Shows every week. Run a show once a month at Roscoe's. We did it last night. My man's White Buffalo was on it. It was an incredible
Fun as
show.
fuck.
Very beautiful.
Hell yeah.
And follow the TuneApp show page. That is 2NAPSHOW. For you silly gooses that don't know how to spell or are uneducated, it's okay. We're not judging you. We still love you. Thank you for checking us out. Motherfucking Jimmy Clifford. Producer of the year. Bad man, red man, potato man, Irish man, Guinness man, sausage man. What's another Irish thing? What's bagpipe
domestic
man?
abuser.
Domestic abuser man.
There you go. There you go.
Jimmy Clifford. It's been Two Nap. Peace.
See you, honkies.
Yeah.